What can you do, huh? Freaking 2-0 lead. Cole Hamels dealing. Turns out to be 2-1. Then 2-2 on Encarnacion homer. I mean, because that's all they freaking do is hit stupid home runs. I mean, given we threw them meatballs, but, I mean, let's just get into it. Let's get into that stupid, dumb inning, the 7th inning where we freaking collapsed. Let me find it here so we can put this on the TV for us. Let me just look for the heading that shows the Rangers freaking blew it. Must see, errors lead to 4 runs. So this is going to be a lot of fun reliving all this bullcrap. Alright, so 7th inning, Cole Hamels up. This is right after that play where it hit you in the hand, so Odor scores, and the fans are whining about it, throwing trash everywhere. Oh, here we go. I mean, I had a feeling something like this would happen, just given the emotion, but what ended up happening just freaking blew my mind. There's no way that should ever happen. Oh, then we got Moreland's stupid throw. I mean, Elvis may have been able to get that, but I mean, this isn't our first damn rodeo. We've been in the playoffs in the World Series before, especially those two guys. Like, what the hell's going on? It's crunch time. I know it's loud in there, but damn. And this is the worst one. Right in his glove. I mean, you watch the replay here, you see that it hits the palm of his glove. They'll show a different angle of it here. Oh. At this point, I'm running around the house just yelling, going crazy. My kids are scared to death of me. But we blew it. We gave it to them. We had a 3-2 lead. I mean, maybe they tie it up that inning. Who knows? But it's a lot closer game than what it ends up being. I mean, here's this play here. I mean, shocker. Moreland stopped it and we caught the ball. Wow. I mean, I remember legitimately thinking that. Once he caught the ball, it's like, I'm shocked we caught the damn ball. And I don't really understand what we're reviewing in this particular case. I mean, he was going to be out. I don't know if he was trying to say that he slid into Jimenez or what happened, but. And so Hamels leaves, which is maybe kind of a questionable decision, but he's at 111 pitches, so, I mean, I guess I get it. I mean, Hamels did a freaking fantastic job. You can't ask of anything more than him other than the Encarnacion bomb. Dyson, I mean, good gosh, shave that beard. I mean, I got a beard, but his just looks like insane. And look at this crap. What? Are you kidding me? That is another routine freaking pop fly. I mean, you catch that, there's 2 outs, nobody scores. Now the game is tied, which at this point I can live with that. I'm like, okay, well, they got their run back. Maybe they can stop being crybabies and throwing beers all over the stands. But then this crap happens. Oh, I can't stand Bautista. That ball was absolutely crushed. I mean, that's a really cool atmosphere if the Rangers aren't involved. But look at that. Camera's shaking and everything. But the way Bautista just stared down Dyson after that. Look at that. I mean, there's bat flips. And then there's that crap that he did. I mean, I understand the passion and the fire and the intensity of everything. But that's freaking uncalled for, man. I mean, I guess, I know if Beltre hits a home run like that, he's going to just run the bases. Prince might pimp a home run for a split second, but he sure as hell isn't going to stare down the pitcher and throw his bat a freaking mile away, probably close to the Rangers' dugout. I'm telling you what, next year, whenever they come to town or we end up in Toronto, I'm not going to care at all if he wears a 98-mile-an-hour fastball on his ribs. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, a lot of people might have a problem with that, but I mean, worst case scenario, get him out and then let's talk some trash to him while we're leaving the field. I mean, we better get the W's, but I mean, I really don't think Blue Jays are going to make it too far. I mean, they rely a lot on that stupid home run ball, which is great. I mean, it gets you to a certain, level in the playoffs maybe, but I don't think that they're going to beat KC in a 7-game series where Kansas City can really buckle down, make some pitching adjustments. And I just think that Toronto relies too much on the home run ball. I think that the Royals can manufacture some runs a little bit better than they can. I think they got a pretty solid pitching staff. Rangers did too, but I mean, there's just a few times where they blew it. I mean, we can get into that. I mean, we already talked about the Elvis errors and how terrible that was. I mean, I really don't even know where to begin with that. I I mean, you're paying the guy freaking $14, $15 million for the next X amount of seasons, like 6 seasons. So there's really no reason in hell he should be bobbling easiest freaking grounders back there. I mean, that's unbelievable. Let's see if we can play it again while I'm sitting here complaining about it. I mean, it's truly unbelievable what freaking happened today. I still can't believe what the hell I freaking saw. And I'll replay the sequence back here. I mean, we saw what Elvis did. I mean, that's 2 major errors. And I think Eric Nadel said that we only made 2 errors the whole entire series. And then Elvis makes 2 in a single inning. And then Mitch's throwing error, which Elvis was involved in. It just blows my mind. I can't believe that actually happened. Prince and Mitch Moreland all series, where were you? I mean, every at-bat was almost a near automatic out, especially with Moreland. At least Prince hit the ball hard a few times, but golly, where was Mitch Moreland? I mean, defensively, we can't even count on him. He makes a stupid error. You got Dyson, who hadn't given up a home run to a right-handed pitcher all year. Serves it up to Bautista. Freaking crushed it. I have no idea how that happens. I understand the crowd is going crazy and everything like that, but my goodness, what are the odds? And I'm so tired of talking about odds in the Rangers. I mean, every time you think the odds are with us, they freaking blow it. I mean, that's 4 times out of the last 5 years. They freaking blew it. All right. Sorry. But, so we left off before I threw the pin about Dyson and his home runs to right-handers, or lack thereof. He didn't give up a single one all year. I mean, that's astonishing in itself. But let's get into this crap. God, I'm so mad. Whenever this happened with Chu and it hit his hand, and the fans went ballistic and started throwing crap all over the stadium and acting like freaking hoodlums and hitting babies in the head with beer cans and this and that. Like, I'm thinking, oh, hell, look, the fans are getting all upset. We're up 3-2. It's going to get in the heads of the Toronto players. It's going to be madness. You know, we're going to end up winning this game, but we're going to have to get on a bus and get out of there. They're going to be throwing batteries and all kinds of stuff at our bus, and the umpires are going to have to get the heck out of there, and it's going to be this big mess. But sometimes, and I know this is probably just narrative, and it's not actually something that's real, but sometimes I feel like the baseball gods just punish the hell out of us nonstop. Like, you're thinking, why should this fan base get awarded with a trip to the ALCS after they just threw crap all over the damn stadium? An inning before, they're freaking out, and they went down for one sneaking run. And they got the most powerful offense. They got the most powerful offense in baseball, and they're all freaking out over just 1-run deficit, over a play that was Russell Martin. It was his own bad. He made a stupid throw. And they're all freaking out about it and throwing stuff all over the field and slowing down the game, getting Hamels out of the groove. And then by the time they get in there, what happens? They get blessed with 3 stupid errors that we never make. 3 consecutive errors in the stupid inning that we never make. And they get awarded with a trip to the ALCS because they the field, and we didn't get to do anything. We just had to go back to the locker room and wear our 6-3 loss. After all the crap that Rangers and their fans have been through for the last 5 years, 2010 World Series, all right, whatever. Better team won, we shouldn't have been there. 2011, oh, freaking blew it. Game 6, crap. David Freese is a joke. And then 2012, we blow it in the last freaking week of the season to the dumb A's and their A's magic. And Josh Hamilton drops that ball, and everyone freaks out. And we lose that game, go to the wild card, get embarrassed at home in front of our home fans in Arlington, lose to the stupid Orioles. And then we go the next year, 2013. In that September, we have an epic freaking choke job. We lose like 8 or 9 games in a row. And then we go to the play-in game, game 163 to the Rays, get embarrassed there by stupid Evan Longoria, whatever. And then 2014 comes, we have all these high hopes or whatever. Boom. You got Chu and Fielder. What happens to them? Our fielder gets hurt. We have a record amount of stupid injuries. The whole season's over before it even freaking begins. And then this year comes in, and we got all these naysayers and all this other crap because Yu Darvish is gone. They're saying we don't stand a chance. I knew that we could do it, and we did it. We had a lot of freaking ups and downs and roller coasters on along the way, but we ended up making it through and pulling it out. There's a lot of times where we didn't play up to potential, and I whined about it all over Twitter all the time. People are like, why are you crying about it? We weren't supposed to be this good. Or just be excited that it's not 2000 and we're not losing 80 games every year and all this other crap. I knew that this team could do it, and they did it. And they got this far. They were up 2-0. They went and laid stinkers at home for 2 straight games. You had fans, 50,000 fans showing up and spending all this money, spending all this time, taking time off work to go to those games, and they didn't do crap at home. They got embarrassed offensively. It wasn't the Blue Jays bats that beat us in those 2 home games. It might have been a homer by Tulowitzki. Big freaking deal. Then you got a cheap shot by Colabello in the first game. But you know what? Game 4, Derek Holland, you sucked. We pay you money. We have expectations. I don't care if you were hurt the time before. If you're hurt, tell the coach. Don't go out there and pitch Game 4 of the playoffs and get rocked by Donaldson on an opposite field homer. You leave it hanging. Colabello hits a fly ball that shouldn't have been out, but it ends up getting out. Then Pilar, who's freaking Mike Trout all of a sudden, he hits a dumb homer to left center field. Then you're beat 4-0 before the second inning even starts. It's freaking amazing. And then what happened today is an absolute freaking joke. You don't lose games like that. Part of that's us. Part of that is just the terrible luck of this franchise, and I'm freaking sick of it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that say, you know, Rangers shouldn't have made it this far and just be proud of everything they accomplished given the circumstances and yada, yada, yada. I mean, I'm going to disagree with that to the end. I mean, you don't have to be happy with blowing a 2-0 lead. There's been 3 teams since they started the 5-game ALDS that have blown a 2-0 lead. Naturally, because we're a Dallas-Fort Worth team, we did that. I still have no idea how Dirk won a title in 2011. I mean, every year that a Dallas team chokes and falls apart and loses in this spectacular fashion, it just adds another aspect of greatness to Dirk Nowitzki for winning that title. Love you. Now, moving forward, I mean, we're going to have Yu Darvish next year. I mean, the staff's going to be epic. It's just so hard for me to get excited about it right now because I'm just so burnt. Like I'm beaten. Like I'm expecting somebody's going to get hurt in the offseason or something bad will happen. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just my bad. Maybe I just need to keep it in a positive perspective and just, I mean, I know next year we're going to be stacked. I mean, we're going to have a solid team. I'd like to get another righty power bat. Maybe they're going to replace Mitch Moreland. I mean, after that series, he's going to be a free agent. They're probably going to let him walk now. I mean, you got Joey Gallo, but he's left-handed. I don't know where he's going to play. He can't, I mean, unless, I really don't know. Because you can't make Prince Fielder the all-time first baseman. You can't move Adrian Beltre away from third base. I mean, if you put Joey Gallo at first base and make Prince the DH still, then that's still a left-handed bat. We need right-handed power. I don't know if Josh Hamilton will be back. I know that DeShields and Chu will be there, and DeShields is awesome. You got Odor, who's awesome. I still believe Chirinos is a good catcher. I think that maybe our catching will be pretty solid next year. And then Elvis at shortstop, I mean, gosh. I mean, he better work his butt off in the offseason. Elvis better just come back with power and grace and be better than he was this year. I mean, he's a great player, but to make up for that performance today, he's got to really step up next year. But I mean, other than that, we got the Cowboys. I mean, they're going to get healthy, but I mean, we're going to have to sit on this Ranger loss for a week and a half now because the Cowboys are off this week. They'll play the following week. Dez should be back. I don't know how effective he'll be, but Matt Castle will be the quarterback. We should be healthy on defense. Defense looked good against the Patriots, but we'll get into that another time. And then the Mavs are doing preseason right now, but I have no clue what they'll be doing. Hopefully they get healthy, but all I know is Sammy Dallenberg is our center, and I'm not too excited about that. So I like to be optimistic about the Mavs, but, I mean, we'll see what happens. Who knows? Who freaking knows? I mean, they're so banged up, and I have no idea how Darren Williams is. I have no idea what we're going to do at center. I have no idea backups, forwards. I mean, who knows with them. So, good season for the Rangers. I mean, we'll see what happens in the offseason. I'm going to be pulling for the Royals, pulling for the Cubs, hopefully. I just hate to see the Jays make it after all that crap that we saw today. I can't stand that team. I can't wait until they lose. I hope they get swept, and I hope Bautista is the final strikeout that ends their season. The Cubs would be an awesome story. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see World Series games played at Wrigley Field. But other than that, man, I guess we're out of here, and go Rangers next year.